Good morning, everyone. It is Wednesday morning and I am having something different today. I'm going to be eating some regular food today, conventional food. I'm not going to be like doing, I don't know, I may do a smoothie, but right now I'm not planning on it. So anyway, let me show you what I'm having for breakfast. It's a little different. 3 points, and the walnuts, half an ounce, is 3 points. So I have a 7-point breakfast here. And a super crunchy cereal, so I'm going to be very, very satisfied. Okay, I have not had my cracked slaw in a while, so I'm going to have that today. Lots of cabbage here. I'm using the super low in fat turkey by Jenny O, and then I've got cilantro and cucumber here on top. These are the spices that I used in here. I did use a teaspoon of the sesame oil because it adds so much flavor. I also have ginger in here, fresh ginger instead of the paste this time. I used liquid aminos, garlic, and then this curry powder in here today. And I have about a half a cup of pinto beans. And that is my lunch. And I'll put the points up on the screen. Hello everybody, I am having dinner tonight. I'm going to have a nourishing bowl, and so I've lined the bed here with some wild arugula, and on top of that I have here a half a cup of white rice, which I normally don't have white rice, and I actually have one zucchini that got chopped up with it, and a little bit of onion, and what else? Oh, cilantro. And that's what's going to go in next. On top of that, then I have maybe about a half a cup of kabocha squash here that I cooked earlier. And I got a quarter. Oh, let me get that out of there. I know it doesn't look very pretty, me putting that in here. But a quarter of an avocado. And then I'm going to stick my pinto beans right in there. And I'll probably have a little bit of the liquid aminos on, maybe just like a couple of spurts on it. Now, when I mixed the rice with the cilantro and the zucchini, I used this on it. I found this Pops Up Everything Bagel popcorn seasoning. And so it's 0 points for a quarter teaspoon, but it's also like, 0 points for like half a teaspoon. And the sodium is like 45 milligrams, which isn't too bad for that amount. So, and it's a lot, believe it or not, it's less than salt. So I used that, and it gives it a nice little flavor too. So this is my dinner for tonight, and I believe it is 5 points because of the rice and because of the avocado. All right, here's my dessert for tonight. I've got a half a cup of the corn pudding for I wanted to say $5, for 5 points. And I have a freezer full of frozen blueberries still I'm working on. So I made kind of a little reduction here of blueberries to go on top because corn and blueberries go very well together. So that's hot, the corn pudding's cold, and I'm gonna use a tablespoon of light Cool Whip for 1 point. So that's a 6-point dessert, and it's going to be delicious. Morning, everybody. It is sometime after 6 in the morning, probably after 6:30 now, but just woke up and grabbed my stuff and went out on the treadmill because starting some new things in February. I'll talk to you about those real soon. Good morning, everybody. This is my smoothie to start the day here. I am making a mango mintito, and I thought about Julie from Living Large on Lifetime when I saw this because Julie likes mojitos. So this is the stuff that's in it, and I'm going to put plenty of ice and water in it. I'm going to blend that up with the leaves first, with the mint and the spinach, and then I'm going to add the fruit, which is 1 mango, which I've got to cut up. I'm going to use a key lime instead of a half of a other lime. This is the only one I have. I've got a half of one of the organic Meyer lemons from my dad's trees, and then I've got a frozen banana that's cut up here, and all that is going to go in there, and let's see how it tastes. All right, so here it is. I actually added a few drops of stevia because at first it just didn't taste too sweet to me, and so now I'm going to try it. It's actually really good. Super refreshing, super good. Ooh, I could taste the lemon and the lime in there with the mint. Wow, that's really good, actually. That's pretty good. Okay, so I did replace the lettuce greens with spinach because I discovered that I hate lettuce in my smoothies, but I do like spinach and kale and collard greens. Those are okay, but for some reason, lettuces taste like grass, so for me anyway. But this is really good. I do recommend this one for a little light refreshment. Now I did some running this morning, so I think what I might do though, I'm going to drink this as is because it's pretty good, and then for the rest of the pitcher I'm going to add in a pear because I need to use my pears. I'm using up the last bits of produce here and there. That was the last sad little mango. And that's the last of my spinach. So anyway, still working on my pantry, my fridge, and trying to use up. All right, I'll see you in a bit. Here's my lunch. I'm having an Olay wrap for 1 point. I said I wasn't going to have beans today, but you know what? Doggone it, I'm having some black beans. And so those are free. My frozen peppers from Trader Joe's are free. The avocado on top is, believe it or not, it's an 1/8, so I'm just going to count 1 point, not a quarter of the avocado. And I've got fresh salsa. And what am I having over here? I am having some of my G-Bomb soup, and I'm just like squishing up some walnuts to go on top because the wonderful omega-3s in the walnuts help me absorb the greens better. So always want a little bit of healthy fat with the greens. All right, and so I'm going to have a little dessert here. It's probably about an hour after lunch. I am taking 1 ounce of this puff pastry here, and 1 ounce is 4 points. And I put 0 points for this blueberry. Oop, there goes my light Cool Whip for 1 point. So the blueberry is just a bunch of frozen blueberries, add a little water, and then reduced them down on the stove, added a few drops of stevia, and then, what else? Oh, it makes 4, serves 4, but I added 1 tablespoon of cornstarch with water just to thicken it up, and so it's 0 points for that. So altogether my dessert is 4 points. All right, for my 3-point dinner, I have steamed green beans, kabocha squash, and chicken breasts with 1 point of this gravy. I have 2 points for the chicken because I seared it in a little bit of olive oil. Hey everybody, it is February 1st, and I hope you're having a wonderful month so far. I have something to show you. It is, see this little hot air balloon? I drew it on this is my fitness journal. I'm filling it out for the month, and that is on February 1st, and there's a good reason for that. I'll explain that in a minute. I am on 2 different challenges for the month of February. One of them is N is for Nurse on her Facebook page. I'm going to put her link below for her channel, and then you can, I think what you have to do is friend her on Facebook, and then she can add you to the group if you want to do that challenge. It is a tracking challenge and also a move challenge. And then also I'm on a step challenge with Julie from Living Large on Lifetime. Her link will be below, and I'm on her step challenge with her. Now, normally my steps are 15,000 per day. And sometimes I make it and sometimes I don't, depending on how the day goes. But for the month of February, I am going to be doing 4 days out of the week at 15,500. So I bumped it up by 500 on those days, and then 3 days out of the week, I'm going to be going up to 20,000. And so the reason why is because I really felt like I needed to move the status quo a little bit for me and get a little bit more comfortable at another level. And so I feel like I'm ready to do that. I've taken a long time to really think this over, and I felt like I was ready. And that's where this little balloon comes in into my story here. Okay, so last night, I think I've been thinking about it for so long, and I thought, that's it. I'm all in. I'm excited, and I'm going to be doing it. Last night, now I'm really taking ownership of this journey here. Last night, I had this awesome dream, and I dreamt that this hot air balloon, it was so colorful. You know, I just felt like I went up to the balloon. I think my husband was with me at the beginning, and then all of a sudden, I felt like it was just about me, you know, getting into the balloon. And we went up in the air, and I was so excited. I was just, I mean, I felt the exhilaration of the same type of feeling, the great feelings that I get when I'm like jumping on my rebounder for like, you know, 10, 15 minutes. You get this elation feeling when you're jumping. And I got that feeling in my dream. I was just so happy. And, you know, I looked up and I saw these bright colors. And then when I looked down, I saw these wildly beautiful green trees and this, you know, beautiful hillside and all these marvelous colors. And this just rush of happiness and joy came over me because I was up in this balloon, and it was just amazing. And then as we were coming down, I felt like somebody said, jump. Like I had to jump from the rest of the balloon, like maybe 10 feet before we hit the ground, and just take off running. And then I woke up, and so it was an awesome dream. And I woke up feeling so just exhilarated and wonderful. And it's been a long time since I've had a dream like that. And, you know, not that I really get into dreams and things like that, but one thing, if you look up dreams and hot air balloons really do, they're supposed to symbolize excitement, I guess, you know, over a journey coming up, and maybe, you know, refer to your excitement and your thinking about, you know, your experiences and your goals and your journeys, you know, coming up. And so I thought that that was really interesting, because that's really going on in me personally, in my mind right now. And I just felt like I was unleashing something. I was just on the verge of just unleashing something. That's exactly where I want to be. That's what I mean about being on point. That's why I chose those words for my channel, Cat on Point, because no matter where I'm at, I want to be where I'm supposed to be at that time, and I want to be all in to that. So anyway, that's it. Those are my goals for February for my physical education, so to speak, for my physical goals. And then for my nutritional goals, I just want to make sure I'm still plowing ahead on a lot of greens and smoothies and high whole foods, high nutrition, you know, and trying to get in as much as possible. I'm still going to have like a little, you know, play around time on the weekend. My hubby and I are still going to go to the buffet, you know, once a week probably, or every other week, however it works out. But then I'm going to get back on, you know, plan again. So I wanted to share that with you, and I really want to type in down below and let me know if you have a goal for February. And if you don't and you haven't thought about it, think of something and just attack it. So come with me on it and share with me your goal and how you're doing. I want to know if you've set any sort of goal for February, physical wise, or, you know, drinking water, or, you know, just having more veggies, or having more greens or something, or maybe, you know, vow to have, you know, one smoothie a week, you know, whatever it is, I want to know. But anyway, I just wanted to share that with you because I was really excited about that dream last night. And I'm excited to get this day going, this month going. And I've already got over 20,000 today, so we're off to a good start. So anyway, I will let you go for now. Thanks for listening, and I love you guys a lot. See you in the next one.